the right place. Alright. I wonder if I'll be better at this game than I am at normal asteroids. I can control this little ship pretty well. Alright, alright, so that's where I'm at currently. What I'm trying to do next is this handy dandy big asteroid cube means what? I need to go into its script. Started a thing, which is why I was saying, by Jove, she's got it in the little console panel there. I've got it. It's all functioning like it's physics-enabled stuff. So I have collision detection, and I'm using the on-collision enter function so that when something bumps into...
Hey, Alex.
Hello, yes, Calvin? Is my cat laying on all of your Legos?
Because I was looking at them.
Yep, she's very good at being a cat.
Something else. Sorry. Sorry, I didn't want to see that.
All right. Okay, so if game object dot compare tag means it just looks, it only is going to work if the tag, which is bullet here, is present on the thing that it bumps into. And that bullet tag is something that we set inside of Unity yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yep.
somewhere in here.
It's going to be on the bullet.
Yeah, which is, there we go. Tag bullet. Yep, see? That's its tag. Everything else should be untagged. Yeah. Except that camera, apparently, which is tagged as main camera.
So go back to your asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
Keep you on task.
Alright,
So what are you doing
inside
in
the asteroid, I need to, this is just to make sure that the code that I put in yesterday worked before I left for the day. I need this if statement to say, basically, if I got shot by a bullet, add 1 to the counter, because it's going to have like a certain amount of shots before it breaks into smaller asteroid pieces. So to do that, I need to create, this is going to be similar to the, where is it? Where is it?
Go back to Unity if you can't find it.
Game draw partner. Should be part of the bullet, which is the draw partner and beam me up. It should be in one of those. Why was I not seeing it? Maybe because I'm silly. Ah, yeah, here. This begun equals time dot delta time. It's going to be similar to that equation, but instead of time dot delta time, it's if there was a collision kind of deal.
So
That's one way to do it.
So look at it, and like, so it's basically just an addition thing. So you start off, you need.
I do need a float.
Actually, let's think about that for a second, because are you ever going to use decimal points?
Oh, is this one of those cool times where I get to use an integer? Because it's only going to be solid numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just int?
Mm-hmm.
Integer. I'm hit. Alright, in this case, so if a bullet collides with the asteroid, I'm hit. Equals I'm hit +1.
There's an easier way to do that. You want to know it? Or is this? Do you want to keep it like this so you can just be useful? Let's do
What do you
this.
mean?
Let's.
You're being super vague.
So this is
You're
totally
taking my
right.
mouse.
Why have you got this pink?
I don't
Oh,
know.
because you didn't do.
Oh,
a
I didn't
thing.
do a thing. It's still pink. Okay.
So this is correct, and you need one there, right? Totally correct.
That's a valid statement or whatever, right?
Mhm.
I didn't code stupid. Oh,
Absolute equivalent is
++? Wait, what? What does that mean?
it it adds one. Plus plus adds one to itself.
Okay.
Yep. It's just a trick because you do this a lot.
It's something that happens a lot.
Adding,
I'm
accounting
at
is something that happens a lot.
++.
So
Oh.
it's just a quick little shortcut.
Just
But I'm leaving the other one
faster.
there so that you remember that that's what it's doing.
I see. Okay. And then,
And
I'm not on collision editor, but on update, I want to have another if statement, right? That says if,
You could do it in update, but when do you want to check it? When is the only time that it's gonna? So yeah, you're gonna make an if statement.
it's only going to happen when there's a collision.
Mm-hmm.
But, so long as I put it after this equation, it'll happen after that portion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. Hey, hello, Muffin Hat. Oh, I didn't, hello, Bradley. I don't think I said hello to you either. I'm bad at this. C++ gets its name from that? Apparently. That is
I didn't
interesting
actually know that.
factoid. That is really cool. Hey, Ben Wolf. How's everybody doing today? I'm programming. Alright, so if I'm hit is greater, is greater than 4. That's too many hits. How many times do you need to hit an asteroid?
So that's probably good.
3?
Yeah, okay.
Because then, but if it's greater than 4, it's 3, it's 4. So when it's hit the 4th time,
Why
it'll
don't you
destroy,
make
right?
it a public thing so that you can change it to whatever you want?
So in public, I'm hit should be public?
No.
This if statement needs to be public.
No, you can't make public if statement.
What am I making public?
The value that you change to check to see if it's been hit by.
Oh, so I change, oh, I see what you're saying. So I go like this.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when I like suggest
HP.
something, takes you a second, and then you just get it completely. You just go ahead and you start doing it. That's awesome. I mean, you really are getting it. And that's cool.
I might be sort of kind of getting it. I'm still not very confident in my abilities, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. Alright, if I'm hit is greater than HP, then I want to first instantiate new objects. But I want to instantiate like 4 of them. How would I do it 4 times? I also don't have the object yet. I need to make that object.
Mm-hmm. So for now, let's get a reference for the object. That was a good start, right?
What do you mean a reference?
So first off, before you go any further, look at how you have instantaneated objects before.
So you're going to be doing the same kind of thing, right?
Okie dokie. That would be in the helm. I think. Is that where I did it? I think I did it in the ship. Yeah. Game object, shots fired.
So basically do that same thing for the small asteroids.
Okay. I see what you're saying. The only thing is, hold on.
What's different?
Hold on, sorry, I made whale noises. I'm like, okay. Okay, this is fine to start with, but I don't want the 4 things to all have the same rotation, position, and motion. I want them to all go off a little differently, don't I? Oh, I'm good, Ben. I'm figuring things out. Left-brained game design. I have no left brain. Calvin is my left brain. So this is weird. Okay, I don't have a pew pew. I need to create and the
You're going in the right
medium.
direction. Just get started in that direction, and then
We
we'll
also.
figure out how to place them.
Okay, I need. Okay, so the way this works is an if statement that says if I'm a hit is a value that is greater than my hit points, which I've decided are 3 for the asteroid, then I want the asteroid to delete, which I'll do after it instantiates the objects. And then, so I want it to make lots of little baby asteroids and then delete itself.
Okay.
So I need to create a new game object. I'm
Where are you confused?
What are you trying to do? Get
trying to
tiny
get
pieces?
everything put together. The
So-
only instance of this shots fired thing are in these 2 spots here.
Mhm.
Shots fired.
What did you?
It's a
make-
game object in front of it.
Mhm.
That means I'm deciding that this is a game object.
Right. Remember you did that as game object thing, so you turned the object that this outputs into a game object.
Right, but the game object that I'm calling into it is called bullets or something like that.
What is it?
Or pew pew,
Where's that? What's that from?
which is here.
Okay, so you probably need something like that in the other one.
Right. But I don't have. Well, I'm saying that inside of Unity, I don't I have
Yeah.
this bullet prefab. Don't I need to get a
You can do it in any order you want. You can build the script out and then fill it in. You got to start somewhere, so start somewhere. If you want to make the tiny asteroids first, you can.
Just keep going. Do you want to make them spheres?
Why would I make them spheres?
You just made
Oh,
a sphere.
I didn't mean to make a sphere.
No. Then have to leave it. Want to see a trick? It's going to be exactly like this, right?
Okay.
Control D. You've made a duplicate.
Okay.
But you don't want it to be big asteroid. But it does actually have a lot of the same components as big asteroid.
Okay.
But it's not going to use that. Now you want to make it tinier? Change the scale. I recommend 0.5.
Yeah, because it's going to be a quarter of the size. And there's going to be 4 of them.
Yep.
It's
You only
breaking
need one.
apart.
So rename it. That's a good idea.
Medium asteroid,
Okay.
big asteroid,
You gotta press enter on that
medium asteroid.
name title. Otherwise
That's
you're
weird. It
gonna save
doesn't signify that it's saved or unsaved anywhere.
Right. You
That's
press
weird.
enter and then it
Oh,
is.
okay.
So make a prefab.
Make it a prefab. I just drag and drop it right into prefabs, right?
Mhm.
And I delete it off of the main spot.
Well, you can if you want.
It won't delete it here as well, though, right? It's
Right.
optional.
Right. Okay.
So medium asteroid. It has the same script as the big asteroid.
Yeah, we duplicated it. You can get rid of that if you want. You're gonna have to do a bunch of other things here. Keep going, just keep going. Go, go,
Okay.
go. So delete
Okay.
that if you want.
I'll just keep going.
Alright.
You're throwing me off.
I'm sorry, don't be thrown off.
Making the directions relative to the bullet that hit that would be pretty cool. I kind of also like the idea of them all just kind of going off slowly away from each other.
Well, just
Pew pew
Try
is
to-
not going to be what's happening.
try to focus.
All right, big asteroids. I need a new game objects. The reason I'm making a new game, wait, am I calling the class game object?
Why would you call, what do you, what?
There's the two different game objects.
Uh-huh. We've done
Is
this
it the
before.
capitalized one or?
You've done this before. Why are you asking me?
It is. It's a cap. Because I'm not quite understanding why I'm doing what I'm doing. How
Okay.
about that?
So, what are you doing? You're creating a new variable, right?
I need to instantiate, which is create,
Uh-huh.
4 new
Right. That's
objects.
And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what you're doing in that line there.
I need to
Create-
pick a different name than pew pew
Uh-huh.
and
So-
make it that way because I need
Yep.
a name for what I don't
No,
know what
stop,
pew
stop,
pew
it's-
connects to.
Right. It doesn't connect to anything. It's nothing here. It means nothing here. Most of this stuff you've done here.
Well, I know pew
is
pew
like-
means nothing here. I
So,
mean, like, I
okay,
don't
so,
get what this
listen.
is.
What
Like
it-
when I name it asteroid.
That is a variable. You're creating a variable, just like these integers. You're creating an asteroid as just like I'm. You need to actually finish making it though.
Yeah.
Right. See?
So I'm instantiating something called asteroid. I'm
No, you're not.
instantiating a game object called asteroid here.
No, you're instantaneating a game object called shots fired at the moment.
Okay.
You're making shots fired a copy of asteroid and bringing it into the game, into the scene.
Wait, a copy of asteroid?
That's what instantaneous
But
does.
what is asteroid?
It's a game object.
Right. It's just but it doesn't have.
What are you
All
trying to figure
right.
out?
I'm gonna not talk for a little while and see if I can figure out what the heck is going on. I know I wrote this yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It made sense when I wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm having trouble. I don't remember how this has anything to do with the bullets.
Okay.
I don't see anything in here saying anything about the bullets, which is what we're instantiating.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Pew pew
Mm-hmm.
is a variable.
Right.
You've made it public.
Okay.
Making variables public exposes them to the inspector.
Okay, so it's somewhere inside of
The ship.
the ship
Click on the ship.
that it says.
That's
This
game.
is the part that I was having trouble. Get off the camera. There. Okay, here.
Pew pew.
And then
It's
here
bullet.
it says bullet because that's the prefab we dragged into it. Okay. All right. I understand now what's going
So
on.
you're
That was
making-
all. There was just this gap of like
But you do
what's
gotta
happening.
understand that that's a variable. So click on that.
Yeah.
So pew
No.
pew is a variable of type game object.
Mhm.
Game object is a type. We're also sometimes you ask for game object that you are currently using the script in, and that's when you use the property of game object.
It's to actually be called explode then because I want to make asteroids. Okay. And then this would be called okay, so now what this is doing is it's saying when I've been hit more times than I have hit, so basically when I've been hit 4th time, on the 4th hit, I'm going to create a game object called asteroid, which is equal to instantiate this object,
Whatever you
which
reference.
is whatever it is in here, plus transform position, in the transform position and rotation that the transform rotation and position are of the helm. So it's of the current existing game object that this is inside of.
Right.
So
you're putting them in the
now-
very center of the big asteroid.
right. So
Because
now,
let's leave it at this for the moment.
okay.
Let's just get another one here
Another
say,
what here?
let's call just you're gonna do one other thing.
Oh,
with
to make
asteroid.
destroy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that real quick.
Is it the lowercase game object in this case?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you're accessing the property of game object
Right.
that's inside this. No, it's a function.
Oops. So now if I was to save this and load it, I would get a smaller asteroid, just one. How do I make this 4?
Well, you're making it 1 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something you don't know how to do, which is called a loop.
I've heard this term before.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know how to do it yet.
I don't know anything about
And I think, well, we're not gonna like squish your brain around loops right now. So there's an easy way to do this.
that is not loops.
Right.
Even though loops is the proper way to do it. Okay, interesting.
Do this 4 times. And you get 4 of them.
Just literally just copy and paste this little chunk.
Does that make sense?
That's lame, but yes. And that way I can even change it so their transform positions go off in specifically different ways.
Yep.
It gives me more control over it.
All right.
So
So
let's save this for right now and see what happens. Is that acceptable?
yes.
Are they going to bump into each other?
Mhm.
Might be. There might be.
There's-
Asteroid is already defined in this scope.
Oh yeah, because you're making 4 asteroids, so that can't
Oh,
happen.
so I need to be asteroid.
Yeah. Oh good, you figured out that you have to do on both views.
Of course I do. They're the same thing, right?
Okay.
I'm glad I impressed you, I guess, though. That's good, right?
No, you keep doing things that show me that you're really understanding what you're doing, which is good.
Okay.
Right.
It should work now. There's no errors. Oops, wait. 1. I need to be able to hit it first. Okay, this seems harder than I thought. Oh!
There's 1.
2, 3.
Oh, what's that?
Oh no, the variable explode of big asteroids has not been assigned. You need to assign the explode variable to the big asteroid script. Oh, I didn't actually give it a thing. Derp. Okay, fine. Hold on. I got this. This big asteroid here now has an explode object in it, so it needs medium asteroid. Okay, now let's try it.
Just so everybody else doesn't think I'm dumb, I'm letting Alex run into these bugs on purpose. There's going to be more bugs, but you watch.
Boop. Poke your nose, Calvin. Boop. Yay, thank you.
Okay.
I don't know. There's a boop emote from Coyote Brown, so I thought I would boop my nose and try to get you to boop your nose too.
Right.
And I succeeded.
2, 3, 4.
There's no rigid body attached to big asteroid game object, but a script is trying to access it. We didn't give it a rigid body?
Does it have one?
I don't know.
No.
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it.
Alright. It gets a rigid body with no gravity, no drag.
No drag. Okay.
Why would it get
I
dragged?
don't know. That's angular drag.
I don't want it to.
Okay.
I don't know. I need to freeze its position and rotation. In
Do you want it to rotate?
I do.
Okay, then don't freeze
But
its
I
rotation.
don't want it to necessarily rotate this way.
All right, so then
Which way is I
lock
want to
it.
freeze its Z again too,
Look
right?
at your ship. You've done this already once. So
Yeah, but the ship we didn't want to
Go, go.
rotate.
Yep. you probably want the same thing. You
In
want it
this-
to be able to
oh,
rotate
yeah,
this
yeah.
way, but not the other ways.
I think
That's
so.
challenging.
Unless I make a 3D art asset, which I don't think is going to happen.
Right.
Because I'm bad at 3D.
Okay,
It's not kinematic.
this looks pretty good.
Let's see what happens. Boop. Whoa. Why did that happen?
Okay, because you're moving the bullets with the physics system.
I need this thing to have a mass of like 900.
I love you. You're so smart.
Oh, was that the right solution? Whoa! I have to do that again so you can see that. Calvin, come here. You missed it. This is awesome. I'm keeping this feature. Ready?
Mhm.
I think I broke
So-
something. I might have. I can't stop this.
Press play. Oh.
I think I broke it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew.
Yeah. Let's save before you do anything else, so that you don't break it again and lose everything.
Save scene. Save project. All right, guys.
So you know that thing where I like had the whole like tavern fill up with boxes, or had 1,000 Terrys coming and attacking me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is that moment.
There is no rigid body attached to the medium asteroid. But why was that making that? Why was he just
So
propelling itself?
let's look at the code, because understanding how bugs work is super important. So what happens here? We go through here. We get hit 4 times. We create an asteroid.
Right.
Okay, so that puts that asteroid where? In the very center and same rotation as the big asteroid.
Which means the big asteroid has to move.
Right, has to get out of its way. It's got to pop
I'm
it out of
only
its way.
telling it to do it 4 times.
No. You told it to do it once, but it errors here
Why?
because it doesn't have a rigid body. So what happens is the code stops here. But a collision has occurred, and it doesn't care whether the collision is a bullet or what, because you haven't put it inside of the, is it a bullet? You just said, if this is less than that and I've got a collision, make more asteroids.
Oh.
So it makes another one, and then errors,
Oh.
and then collides with it.
Oh boy. Okay. I kind of like that. That's
Right?
good.
So you don't want that to happen. Though.
No,
So
so I'm
maybe
gonna-
the first thing to do.
Give the rigid body to the medium asteroid.
No, I wouldn't even do that first. I would do that, but don't
Well, it's
worry. That's
easy.
not even. Yeah. Okay. So now go back into the other one. Go back to the code. No? Okay,
Nope.
that's one way to do it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go.
So right here, this shouldn't happen if anything but a bullet hits it. Any one of those pops would be just fine.
Just trying not to mess up my stuff too much.
There.
Okay,
That's a little safer.
that's a little safer.
It's a good job.
And it never got to the point of destroying because it just kept making the.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so now if I save this and head over to Unity, it should make a little more sense, potentially. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah! Whoa, and they all went off in different directions.
Mhm.
Here, hold on, I'll restart that so you can see.
I was assuming that it would. That's kind of part of why I was saying don't worry about it right now.
They go off too fast, but that's if I increase their mass, that should actually change how fast they go, right?
Maybe.
Let's try this. Oh, wait. Okay. See if the mass changes anything.
So there's a reason that's happening. It's
Mm.
because they are popping away from each other. It doesn't care what their mass is. They're shoving each other out of the way because they're perfectly overlapping. So it doesn't care what their mass is. They
I
hit each
see.
other with a huge amount of force to try to get away.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, did you see what brackets had to say?
No.
There's a glowy
I'll check
thing.
it.
You should check that out.
So you're going to do something else to get them to not do that. And there's a
Alright.
bunch of different ways to go about that.
Is this something that I should be doing some kind of randomness into?
Well, that would work some of the times. You
Or
could
should I
do
do
that if
like
you want to.
plus y this much, minus y this much, plus X this much
That's
minus
a
X
way to
this
do it.
much. But then also they won't propel each other anymore.
You
And I need to,
could push forces on them. Yeah.
right?
How do you want to do it? There's one other way to do it. Do you want me to show you the other way? What do you want to do? I have a way that is probably less work in the end. That's the way I would do it because I'm lazy.
Lazy coding is good coding.
Yes.
So how'd you do it?
How would I do it? I would, well, we go back to Unity. I do most of it in Unity because I like visual stuff.
Okay.
And I work well there. I would, inside of this
It's a
game
one?
object, create 4 other game objects.
Inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Parented to it.
Oh, you'd parent
4 other game objects with
just
nothing
like
in them.
it?
Empty game objects. I put one here, one there, one here, and one there.
Okay.
Then in code,
Mm-hmm.
I would say transform, because that's a type.
Okay.
Public transform 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then I would assign them back in Unity. I'd assign those transforms that I put in there into the code.
Why only 1, 2, 3?
4.
Not 4.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm just sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And then use their positions to assign my positions. Or the asteroids to create. So that no matter how that object is rotated or whatever, they're always coming off the right amount of distance from each other.
I see. Huh.
You think you can do that?
Maybe. What's the hotkey to create a new object?
Oh, I don't know. There's create empty. This is create empty child. So if you click on big asteroid and click game object, create empty child,
Alt Shift N.
it puts a new one in there. See game object. So
So if
it's at 0, 0, 0 right now. And now you're moving the y-axis.
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay. So
Click.
how do I duplicate? To kind of just Control D or
First
something?
position that one where you'd want it.
It's too big.
What do you mean it's not too big? It's not anything. Watch. It's nothing. It has nothing. It's a game object with a transform. That's it.
Oh,
It's a position for you to put things
It doesn't have
in.
a shape.
Nope, doesn't have anything.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, so make 4 more of those.
Is duplicate Control D?
Yeah. Probably want to name them proper too.
Up, left. How many times do you have to click on it to name it? Gee whiz, sounds like 4.
So you click on it once, and then you wait a second so that you can click on it again.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Because otherwise you're double clicking on it. Which is
Down, right. Should be exactly there. Okay. And then duplicate that. Control D. Down, left. Oh, no, click off of it. We need it still. Over here. Point. 5. 5. Yay. Okay, so now I have 4 of those. And they're parented, or they are children of big asteroid. So now, inside of here, I need to get the transform position of those instead. Which means I need to somehow put them into the code here, right? Do I need to make public things like these are?
Yeah, because you want them to be available in the inspector, right?
Public game objects.
So, let me teach you a
I
thing.
need 4 of them.
Don't use game object. Use
Just reference its transform.
Public transform? I didn't know I could do that.
Capital T.
I need 4 of those still?
Nope. I'm going to teach you a trick.
public transform. First name. Nope. Don't do that.
Oh.
Name. What do you
Oh,
wanna
the
call it?
actual names of
Let's
the
call them,
objects?
let's
or
do something really quick. A, B, C, D.
That's horrible, right? So you shouldn't do that. It's hard. They already have a thing called C.
Oh,
Collision C.
well, that's annoying.
You did that. I blame you. Or
All right. So now you have those.
okay.
So put those instead of
Transform position.
I did-
Position. Do
Transform.position.q.
no. So this
Q dot.
transform-
Yeah, you got it.
Q dot transform position.
No, you don't need to ask transform. You already. It is a transform.
Oh, so Q dot position.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right. So Q W E and R. Now, how about the rotation? What if I just want them to start spinning?
Well, you can do a bunch of stuff later.
Okay,
with
fair
that.
enough.
One thing at a
Let's save. Did I save it? There. Okay.
Right.
Everybody's quiet today.
It's okay.
That's because I'm not like flailing around as much, maybe,
So
or something. So now I have these QWERs, and I
Mhm.
need to fill them.
did you ever make a prefab of this?
Of the big asteroid?
No, it looks like you didn't.
No, I haven't. I
Oh.
probably should
Yeah, it's probably
once
good.
I'm done,
Okay.
right?
You can do it beforehand. You
But
can
then it
all
doesn't save everything I do, right?
drag and drop it in here.
Okay.
Now click on the big asteroid and then put those in.
Okay.
Yep, you're doing the right thing.
So missed. Bloop.
All right.
Now I hit play and see what happens.
Well,
or
first off, see how these got all big and like
they
bold,
bolded. Yeah.
right? See this up here? Prefab. Select, revert, and apply.
Yeah.
Click apply.
I need to apply. I didn't have to apply any other prefabs.
No, it's because you made a change to this prefab.
When did I make a
You
change?
no. You made okay. So outside of the prefab, and it's an instance of the prefab.
Okay.
So that is this cube right there.
All right.
You made a change after you made the prefab.
Oh.
So it shows you in bold all your changes to that prefab.
Oh. So if I changed either of these.
Outside in the Unity thing, and you hit apply on it, it'll update the prefab.
Okay. Cool.
But it won't if you don't press the update, which is or apply, which is also useful if you want to make minor changes to multiple prefabs. I'm just teaching you stuff as we go.
Oh, disgust over Steam's front page and queue. Really? Interesting, Ray. You're not a big fan of what they're doing. You don't think it'll increase visibility for everybody? What's going on with that? I'm very interested. Like, there's been a lot of,
It's been good for us.
so far,
So
the
far.
first day, there's really, you can't judge any implementation the first day, really. But we're both kind of just like generally
this should be
positive
good.
and hopeful.
So
But
yeah, test this.
anyhow, okay. This, whoa, that was interesting. Like I tapped this and my cursor went somewhere very different. Whoa,
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. Now, if I fly into these, does it cause any problems?
If you can fly. So,
They also go
see.
off the screen and don't stop because they don't have the code to do that yet.
That's something to add.
You should put those in so that they go around the screen.
New releases aren't on the. I thought they had a slightly better situation than the new releases that they used to have, which was just popular things. Isn't it now
I get a combination of new releases and other stuff.
like a combination? I thought.
New releases and things that I probably like.
If you
based on
follow a
my
lot
work.
of curators, it starts to ignore the less popular curators you follow. Yeah, that's sort of. It's like a. It's still definitely not perfect. I think they have a lot of work that could go into it. Yeah, I can't play FPS games either. It gives me migraines.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to go into the code for this, I think.
Well, first we should get rid
I
of
need to
that.
delete this because I don't even need this.
Mhm. Right? The little gear? The gear. No?
Here.
Remove component.
There we go. Now it needs its own script.
Well, first off, I think both the big asteroid and that one need the wrap. I think you should give it the wrap around. The beam.
Oh, beam me up.
Yeah, you can just drag drop down into the bottom. Yeah.
Add component.
Mhm.
And big asteroid also should give beam me up. Bloop.
And then apply this because you may have changed to the one in the scene.
Mm.
There you go. So now they'll wrap, which is good.
All right, let's make sure that that's awesome. Oh, haha. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Yep. Bam.
So I think your asteroids need one more thing to make them finished.
The
Yeah,
asteroids
that
need
you were about
one
to
more
do
thing.
Before I told you to put that other thing on there, which is finish up your asteroid code, and then we'll figure out how to make them spawn on the outside.
All right. Oh, hey, Jevin.
What are you doing next?
I'm trying to figure out. I need new. I need to make a small asteroid too.
Oh, you want to make them break down further?
Don't they? They're not just breaking it too, do they?
Well, you can do that if you want. I would make this starting one ridiculously huger than.
Well, I can change the size of things
Okay.
pretty easily if I need to, right?
Yes.
I think actually my ship is too big. Might be part of it.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah, I think I was still trying to figure out what to do, but they seem to at least be responding to what everybody is saying, and the resulting. I don't know. The internet is hard, and running a storefront on the internet, I imagine, is a very challenging thing. Because there's what the little guys want, and what the big guys want, what's the most profitable, and what's the most useful for users, and all sorts of different top priority stuff can't all be top priority all at the same time. Okay, so if I wanted to wait, so what component? The medium asteroids, they need to. Okay, they need a new script.
Wait, so what? So you're gonna have them split off into many things?
they need a new script that's very much like Big Asteroid.
Mm-hmm.
But they're only going to split into 2, I think.
Wish I had known that. I would have taught you a totally different thing. Because one of the other things is like another lazy thing. It's like if you can reuse a script, you should.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost got a reusable script.
I can still reuse it. I have 2 extra transforms that I'm not calling.
Well,
We'll call them in the code. We will go after them. So I
Well,
think-
how about for
Oh,
right
that's too much
now?
information.
For
That's too
right
much
now, how about for
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
I just go with what do I need if this is my final tier? If this medium asteroid is the final product.
I don't know. What do you need then? If it's its own.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking to you about next.
What do you need?
Well, what else is happening in the game?
What do you want it to do?
I've got these big asteroids destroyed.
Yeah, maybe
The
it's
little
better to
ones
have
are coming around.
a giant asteroid.
And then this one breaks into 4, and the bigger one breaks into 4 of those. Let's go down the other direction.
You mean make a bigger asteroid?
Yeah, that'll be easier
Okay.
than making it smaller. Anyways, so and then
So for the final one, I want to be able to control the frequency at which fuel drops, so I can balance it later.
Okay.
Because I do want to do this whole fuel thing.
Okay. You want to? How often do you want fuel to drop?
I don't know yet. That's why I wanted it to be changeable.
okay.
It needs to be maintainable so long as you're somewhat skilled. And I haven't even figured out how we're going to increase the difficulty.
Okay.
Right? I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah. That's probably just like the amount of asteroids that spawn. And
Or the speed that the asteroids
maybe we'll
move.
create a UFO that comes in and shoots at you too.
Which is what I think Asteroids does.
That's
Should be
mean.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
And you
me.
can shoot it and blow it up, and it can shoot at you. Wait, I think we should do that. So
What do I need to do if this is the final?
Okay.
It shouldn't be called medium asteroid. It should be called small asteroid.
whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you want it to. So well, first off, you know that it's going to have a script. It's going to have its own script. So let's
Right.
make sure it has that. Are you going to make it break up with 1 hit?
Yeah, it's the littlest
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Or
We're still going to need a script. So just. Okay.
smallest asteroid.
Okay.
All right.
So-
There's 2 options.
Yeah.
One is that I take. How do I do that?
Well, what are you doing? You gotta tell me what you want to do first. So I can try.
I'm thinking maybe having the little ones turn into the fuel isn't the way to go, but to have it like when the
big one blows up,
big one blows up,
it releases
it
some fuel. and
releases a
some falls.
fuel sometimes, and always small ones.
Okay. That's cool. So what do you want the small ones to do?
Just die, I guess.
Right. Let's do that.
So that should be really easy because I just need to grab the big asteroid on collision this
Mm-hmm.
with the destroy at the end of it.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds good.
No, that didn't.
You didn't copy the whole thing.
No, I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I need this part too. Void on collision intersection. Okay, there we go. Everything colored in again. Outlast midweek madness window in specials and in the under $10 thing. That's a lot of coverage on the front page. Whew. Yeah, that's kind of strange. My guess is it's going to be very similar to when Greenlight first launched, and we're going to see a lot of we're going to see a lot of changes very quickly. We're going to see a lot of different tweaks and stuff. That's not where I wanted that. I wanted it in here. Destroy game object. Should not destroy? Why is this pink? Oh wait. Function. There we go. Blurp. Okay. Okay, so I can definitely tell that I'm actually starting to understand certain things. You know, like I'm still definitely, well, there's a bajillion things that I do not understand.
Hey,
By like
too.
a lot.
That is be a consistent thing for the rest of this. I feel that way now. So that's just a standard procedure. There's always going to be more to learn.
Yeah. But as it is now, I'm pretty comfortable with if statements. I understand what making something public does. I don't necessarily remember that that's what I need to do.
The more you
but
do
I
it,
do understand that's what I
you'll
need to
get it.
do.
But this is a great little game too. I really like it. It's super cool.
Hello, Smart. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this concept as well. It's asteroids, except your ship has fuel and stuff. Wow, you look tiny over there. Calvin has we did like a DIY standing desk with like this treadmill, but he took the treadmill out because he didn't want to be on it right now. And he doesn't usually do that, and so he looks like 4 inches too short. He looks super tiny over there. How's it going, Smart? All right, what am I doing? I'm testing this. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna shoot the block 4 times, because that's how many times I need to shoot it. Oh, because my bullets don't, I need to have the bullets delete. Should that be something that's on the bullet code-wise, or does it make more sense to be on?
It's up to you. What do you think it's best for?
It's kind of like, that's kind of the nice thing of like, the stuff. You can kind of be like, huh, what do I want to have happen here?
I guess I want the bullets to delete if they hit anything.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds like a good cover all bases thing.
Yep.
Smart, I am making the asteroids break up when I shoot them and stuff.
So another cool thing is that eventually here we're going to do particles, and you'll be able to make little explosions
And
off
I
the
can make the
bullets.
ships kind of propel itself. That would be fun.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is going to be fun. All right, so we have, if time dot delta time equals be gone greater than 2 stuff here, destroy game object. So it destroys itself after a period of time. But we also want an if statement. Do we want this to be inside the update? House, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't try to eat paper or dig in books. I'm trying to dig the book.
I don't know how do you delete things when they hit stuff?
Do I need to make a new
How do you
on collision enter? That's what I need to do, isn't it? Yeah, except it doesn't need a compare tag. Does it? What is collision? I still don't quite understand what this letter C is for.
Okay.
That's something I don't understand.
So-
I would love to understand why this
Okay.
is collision C.
So the idea is that when the Unity wants to be so that when you hit something, you can know as much about that collision as possible.
Okay.
Okay? So what it does is it gives you, when a collision happens in the background of Unity, it sends a message out to everything that is, all the scripts that are attached to that object. It sends it and calls this function on collision enter on if it can find it, right?
Uh-huh.
So it finds it here and it sends it, like you send destroy, you send a game object to it.
Right.
It sends this collision type, which has all the information of that collision.
Okay.
So C has a ton of stuff in it, including a game object that it got collided with.
So C is the bucket of collision.
Oh, collision data. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay, I see. Okay, so I can still call this collision C because it's in a separate script. It's not public, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm creating, it's a function, so it goes here. Efficiency. So, but this is a little different than the asteroid because I don't want it to just check for bullets because it is bullets. So I don't want a compare tag even. Right? I want to do something else.
Okay.
Right? I want to just say if collision. Then,
well, this is if collision. That only gets called when there's a collision. So you don't.
So if I just put in delete, would that work?
Right.
This helps if I. No,
No, that's
it's capitalized, and it needs to be destroy. I think more. I was capitalizing it. Okay, good. So I was doing that sort of right.
Right.
Let's see what happens. Lots of trial and error. Okay. No errors outright. Okay. If I shoot this 4 times. Uh-oh. Okay. Why did it, hold on. I need to redo that. Stop. Start again. Can't possibly miss. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
I did my hand hit it twice. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 suddenly. And it's not projecting any of its weight into anything either now.
So some things to know about a bunch of stuff. Okay, so just information. Ready? Destroy doesn't necessarily happen instantaneously.
Okay.
It's good to know because you can kind of expect it to happen like this line that you call it. You think it's going to be gone. No, it gets put in a queue to kind of destroy.
Okay.
Right? So it doesn't happen necessarily instantly. Not that that's causing any problem here, but I thought you should know. Other things are.
Other things are what?
So the other thing is like that it still might be happening and destroying the object before a whole lot of stuff gets pushed to it. A lot of times, I think what was happening before is your bullet was really kind of hitting it around and then colliding out off of it.
Right.
Because it had a lot of force.
So can I delay the amount if it's Hobbs? Okay, that's okay. I'm worried about my Legos suddenly.
So can you what?
So can I make it stick around for a moment before it destroys?
Yeah, probably. Well, wonder what else is in here. Huh? What's that? Object.
Float?
It's a float. Maybe you should look up destroy.
Okay, I'll look up destroy. That will be the next thing that I do. Wow, you doing? Okay.
What's your key?
Yeah.
Play the paper game?
Oh, interesting. There's object dot destroyed. That's not what I want.
This is probably what you want.
Oh, is it?
Let's see it.
You're probably already referencing the
Oops,
object
here we
part.
go. Forgot to put it on the screen. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys.
that's it. That's the same one.
Oh, okay. Hobbs is always demanding attention, Muffin Hat, especially as soon as I turn on the stream. All right. Object, component, or asset is removed. The object will be destroyed. Or if a time is specified, T seconds from now. Okay, awesome. That should be easy to do. So I just do game object, comma, T, 0.02, should be 0.02 seconds. Why did the colon happen there? Hobbs, you need a GoPro so that we can see all the cool things you do. Like that?
What's the T? T?
T. That's what it said. I swear. T seconds.
Okay, so you're sending
Float
it,
T.
right? Object obj float T.
Equals 0 for 0
By
F.
default, T equals 00 F.
So what's float? Wait.
Do you
So
have
it's just randomly naming T. It's not actually a
just
thing
like
I have
this
to
one's
do.
randomly named obj?
Okay, I see. Oh no, I took it too literally, I guess. If I just put 0.02, like,
You're sending it a float. Just send it a float. Just like you do everything else.
like this?
Yeah, that'll work. Probably put it. I usually put a 0 in front, just because.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that made the point actually
Uh-huh.
recognized.
Yeah.
That's important. Okay, save. Let's find out what happens. All right. Here we go. One. Sometimes when I press the space bar, it does not shoot. Why would that be?
I'm sure.
We're gonna have to figure that out. Fourth. All right, there we go. They're broken up now. See? Doesn't really shoot.
Let's see. I think your space bar is screwy.
My space? Oh, blame it on my space bar, huh?
Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, I thought it was weird too.
It might not like that you're doing it inside a fixed update.
Is that what it is?
It might be that.
Okay, let's try, where is that? Is that in bullet or is that in ship? That's in ship, I think. The helm! Take me to the helm! So where should it go instead?
You'd have to move. You'd have to create an update spot.
Okay. Then I would put, how come it's a problem with the one, but not with the other?
Well, they're different.
One's a get key and the other one's a get key down.
All right, let's try that.
Did you want to remove it from down there?
Oh, right.
Do a thing look like this. Yeah, probably you can do it this way too.
I just did it.
No, you deleted. You stuck the first part, but not all
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
of it. Like this.
Okie dokie. Yeah, get key down. All right. Serve and see if that does a thing.
See if it's more responsive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I do need to set it so that it
Has a delay.
has a delay, like a recharge time. I think. Oh,
Totally.
although it might be super hard anyhow.
Yeah. Might be.
Okay. What's next? Oh, hey, Asna.
Right. So, well, we are going to want it to drop fuel eventually. That's going to be important. Maybe before we do that, we want to start getting the asteroids to appear.
I need to make a bigger asteroid.
You can do that too, if you want. I suggest using the same asteroid script, since you can give it more HP if you want,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're still going to explode it into 4 of those, so you can use that kind of codes as well. I want to take over and do stuff for you so badly.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to make some of your work slightly easier.
Okay. Teach me some of your pro tricks, Calvin. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was thinking of doing, is just
So
copying this
This
and then...
is that position. If we take, just make it,
Yeah.
it should have scaled these as
Yep,
well.
it did. Awesome.
That's what I was going to do for you, just so you
Mmm.
can see it. Now, the trick is that this is still, watch, yeah, you're going to need to do that. So start doing that.
Mama asteroid.
Okay, so if you check Mama Asteroid over here and you click select to see what its prefab is,
It's still a big asteroid.
right, so the first thing you want to do
Just make a
is
new prefab.
make a new prefab. And now, when you click on this and hit select,
Mama asteroid. Okay, cool.
super important.
So now
The difference is that you got to make it do something.
I want it to explode into big asteroids instead of medium asteroids.
Mhm.
So can I just drag and drop that in here instead?
Yeah, there you go. Right. Now you need to do a thing. Yes. Perfect. Play. See if that works.
I mean, it doesn't have... Whoa. What just happened?
It's split off. Run into it.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
a
so
weight of
big.
900.
It's huge.
Yeah, it works. Immediately it went. All right.
I think you need to put some force on those.
Yeah, they need to separate when they come out.
So go into that big asteroid script.
Big asteroid script, where are you? I need you to do a thing. Transform position, rotation, and velocity.
All right, so you're already getting at the rigid body and setting it to the same velocity. So that's good. But I think what you should do is to each of these put in a very tiny amount of random force.
Random force.
Yeah, force in a direction.
I didn't know you could do
You
random
could do
things.
you can do it random, or you can make them all blow away from each other. What do you want to do?
I want them to maintain a level of velocity and direction from the original,
Yeah, I agree.
but spread out a little.
So you're already doing that. They've already got a velocity of the original,
This
that's
is
what
the
this code
original
is.
velocity. Okay.
right? So what all you need to do is
mhm.
you've got a thing to, like, okay, look at draw partner.
Oh, like a bullet. Oh, yeah, okay. So I need to not put that in big asteroid. I need to put that in.
What? No. Do that here. You've got access to it. You've got to, no, don't do it. Okay, yeah, you can copy that.
Right? Don't I want this?
Sure.
All right. Where does it go, though?
Well, what are you doing? What is it exactly?
I
What
want
are
to
you doing?
give this velocity to. Well, I want them to start with velocity anyhow, so it should be in start.
No. Well,
When they're created, right? Hi, I don't know what I'm doing, Internet. I'm
let's not
making a
do
game.
that there.
No?
No.
An update.
No.
In a new
Let's
thing?
give, well, so when we create an asteroid, when we make a new asteroid from outside of the screen, we can give it a specific velocity to come into the screen. And that's going to be a lot easier than giving it a random velocity when it begins. All of them.
Wait. Say that again.
Okay, so eventually we're going to create new asteroids and they're going to come in from the outside.
So we're going to give them a velocity then? Okay.
We're going to give them a direction and a force.
Okay.
Because otherwise, they're just going to sit at the edges. And
Exactly.
that's
They're
what
not
But
going to
we
do
don't
anything.
want to, if you make them inside of their start, give them
Yeah.
a force, something inside of me says that you're going to run into problems and you don't want to do that. I'm trying to
Okay.
lead you away from bugs a little bit.
Okay.
So that you
I mean,
can have a
bugs
good
are
experience.
good. I'm happy to
A-
have some bugs, but
a
I'd
good-
rather have my game work at the end of this.
Right. So while that would work, I think you'd be better off assigning the velocity after you create it. So you're already doing that here. You assign some velocity. You can add more velocity.
Rigid body velocity plus.
Nope. Don't do that.
No?
I wouldn't do that. Because this is like straight up velocity. I think it would be better to add. Oh,
What? What are we doing?
you looked this up before. I don't know if you remember it, but let's do this.
Oh, explosion force. I'm going to create explosions.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
It'll act on everything around it, including other asteroids and stuff.
Oh my gosh, Hobbs, you're so cute. How are you so cute, dude? Hey, you. Cutest little kitten. Come here. He's so cute. Okay.
So
Applies a force to the rigid body that simulates explosion effects. The explosion force will fall off linearly with distance to the rigid body. Explosion radius applies to the force. Sounds like Spart was waiting for this. Oh, and hello, Invader Jim. Welcome to me trying to program a game for the very first time ever.
All right.
Forces
So-
apply for 2
so what else is-
meters. How long is 2 meters inside of We don't know. Alright. So vector 3 explosion position.
yeah, that's okay.
Sounds
so
like that's
you're gonna
something
need,
we need.
So basically, what does it look like? Add explosion force, the power, the position, the radius, and what's that? The upwards modifier. Okay, so we need to know what the upwards modifier does. I've never used this before. This is gonna be cool.
Oh, exciting. We're both learning this.
If the radius is 0, the full force will be applied no matter how far away the position is from the rigid body.
In other words, there's no
No
it
linear
just keeps
fall off.
going. Yeah.
Explosion radius applies the force as if it was applied from beneath the object. This is useful since explosions that throw things up and stuff. Oh my God, Hobbs, shut up.
Explosions that push things up, except explosions to the side look cooler. But we don't want things to go up.
Yeah,
We have them locked so they can't.
Yeah. So, oh my God.
Kitty, you know that that's a door that you never leave. That's like, there's no outside there, dude.
So,
Hobbs likes to sit and meow at things, including corners sometimes.
I have to. Okay. Yeah, now he's doing the corner.
Explosion radius is the radius of the explosion. Okay. Rigid bodies further away than the radius will not be affected. This is
Okay, I
all the
think
information
they're
we have
saying
on this.
that you could kind of like not put in a vector. Like you could
It
just.
says vector 3 explosion position.
Right, but I think these are extras. Watch this. Let's try this.
Add explosion force.
So. I'm going to do a little bit of work here for you because I've never done this before and I don't know how to totally screw it up. You got to get at its rigid body and then not explosion force. Yep, so you can add that, or the upwards multiplier and the force mode.
So we need a float, a vector, and another float. So
but how much
float
force?
is explosion force.
Let's put
in
like
meters?
I don't
In
know.
what?
Put like 2, 3, good,
Okay,
3,
3
comma.
vector.
So this is where the explosion's happening from, as far as I can tell, which I think should be the original position of the object, so it explodes away from
So
it.
this should be transform position, right?
Super awesome.
I'm knowing stuff, guys. Oh my gosh, I knew that.
I know.
Calvin,
I know.
Calvin, no, I need a hug. Like, my brain is knowing things. It's very exciting. Oh, that feels nice. That feels really nice.
Yep.
I know it's just a tiny little small victory, so to speak. I forgot what I was doing. I got so excited. Transformed opposition. And then the radius. Also in meters. Oh, welcome, Tim.
I think the meters is like
And technologic.
A one distance is a meter. Let's put like 5.
No, it's too big. How big is the thing? The object, the main object. Oh, I'm gonna make it 2 because I don't want to hit the ship. I don't want to knock the ship out.
I don't think it will. I think it only acts on that rigid body.
Oh. Oh, I
I
thought
could
it
be
was
wrong.
gonna explode,
Well,
to everything.
let's find out. Let's put this one code in, and then
5.
yeah, and then boom, save it, try it out.
I'm curious what this does too.
All right, we don't know what's gonna happen, guys. We're doing science. Not really. We're doing programming. But. All right, so
Shoot away.
2, 3, 4.
Not enough force.
Well, there's no explosions happening here, folks. Give me a minute. Let's see what happens. All right.
Put big numbers there. 30, 50. Trust me, just do it.
Oh, really?
It's the worst that could happen. Save.
Exciting things.
Yeah.
Exciting things are the worst thing that can happen.
Save.
Yeah, I got a high 5. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should change the mass from being 900.
Maybe.
Or change
Maybe.
the force mode, but yeah.
Yeah,
900
but-
is quite a lot.
Yeah, it was at 1, and I turned it to 900. And actually, now that...
Like 10.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to do that on the tiny one, too.
Oh, yeah.
On the
Mama asteroid. Big asteroid.
oh, yeah. This should be less. This should be-
Well, for right now.
Okay,
it's
okay.
fine. And then I need medium asteroid, which is actually the small asteroid.
It has 1. It's good.
Is that 1? Okay. Let's try
Hmm.
this.
It may not be a
Whoa.
It's too much.
It's still not... Well, it makes it harder for them to get hit. Alright, hold on. Yeah. Mass for the big asteroid, which is actually the one we're currently trying to hit, should be 90?
Yeah. Sure.
We are just throwing numbers around.
Still quite a lot of
Hold on.
push.
What is the mass of the bullet?
1? But it's got a lot of force. No, oh my god, don't do that.
Why not? Why
'Cause you
not
do
reduce
wanna-
its mass?
It's cool to have it be able to slow down things and do stuff to it. I think leave it at 1.
Okay.
Or not.
Huh?
I would change this. So you gotta don't change a bunch of things at once. Change like one thing at a time. Let's make this. You tried 90?
I tried 90, did nothing.
Okay, so we'll do. Are you sure you did 90?
No.
You did 90 that one. You did
Mm.
90 this